Oh yeah, and then this way of recording. Okay, so we got that, Here goes. So in this session, I'm calling it Putting It Together, and we've got something really cool coming in a little bit. So hopefully we'll have somebody chat with us in a bit about something cool about this whole thing. So what you can do to start with is we'll just get right to it, is just set your intention. Like, you know, before we got on the recording part, I told you one of my intentions for somebody in the group, and just think about your vision. Like, what do you want? Yeah, so just think about, what do you want? Your vision, what do you want? And if there's anything you want to solve, if there's an obstacle in the way right now that is is front and center, the kind of thing that wakes you up at 3 a.m, the worry, the concern. If there's something that is an obstacle, worry, concern, anxiety, thing you really want to solve, you could think about that. So think for a moment about your vision. What do you want? And then think about any obstacles that are in the way, anything you want to solve, anything that's bugging you, anything that's really bugging you. If you're desperate, there's actually possibly something good about that. It drives a lot of energy and spirit and action. So is there something you really want to solve? Okay, and then let that go, and we're going to go straight to this process. A lot of it is stuff that you heard before. A lot of it is stuff we use. This extra piece that we're going to do today is something that's deep inside our portal. We've done this years ago, and have it as one of our videos, and we're bringing it back today for a very special reason. So let's just start this. So don't think about like oh, this is something I already know, or I already understand this, because we're not trying to understand anything. We don't need to do anything. Just leave all of your training at the door if you like. You can always pick it up later. Don't try to figure this out. That's my recommendation for you. And just you've got your vision, you've got the obstacle, you know what you want, to solve. And now go inside your body and just notice what's happening and just watch it. That's the way my friend talks about it. And she says, just watch it. And by watch it, I mean, notice the physical sensations and without the labels. Like, we're not calling it fear or anxiety, even though it might be fear and anxiety. We're just calling it whatever it feels, whatever the physical sensation is. Is it pressure? Is it pain? Is it pain is maybe a label too. What is the physical sensation? And just follow it and just notice it. It's going to be 4 parts and then a few extra parts. And when you notice it, if you can, touch your finger to the skin barely, and just touch it barely. And if it's far away, like in your back somewhere or in your leg, you just point to it, like touch part of your torso and just point to it. And the touch is super light. So what we're going to do for the next few moments is we're going to watch this sensation. So we're going to notice what's happening in your body, the physical sensation, and just touch it. And there's a power in the group by all of us focusing intently on what's happening inside. Just watch it. And just touch the skin. Stay very alert. Okay, that's the first part. Keep that going. Just noticing what's happening in your body. You're inside your body. There's stuff happening. What's happening? Where is it? And every once in a while, just touch it. Okay, now there's that voice in your head. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't seem to shut up. Like, who is that that's talking all the time, commentating about this, and that's a tree, and oh, he said that, and oh my goodness, I got to do this. And We really should do that. And it's like taking both sides of arguments. It's like, who is that talking all the time? Will it ever just shut up? So what you can do is not try to stop it, but just take your attention in and just notice the thoughts. Yeah, we're not trying to stop them because then we're trying to resist them. So just notice that there could be thoughts too. So you got some of your attention noticing the physical sensation in your body. And some of your attention noticing thoughts. There might even be some space in between thoughts. And so if that's the case, you can notice the space in between thoughts and then notice the next thought. So we're kind of stacking this on top of each other. So we're very intently watching thoughts, watching sensations. And every once in a while we touch the skin. Now the third question, the third part is, who am I? So you're in there, you know, when you're dead, you won't be in there. But right now you're in there. So you could ask that question, who am I? Of course, you're not going to have words to write a dissertation about it, but you're in there. Just start to take a look. So again, watching, who am I? And then the fourth question is kind of like that. You're watching your thoughts. You're watching your sensations. You're watching and looking for who am I? So the fourth question is, who is it that's watching? Of course, you're not going to write a dissertation about that either. We're not looking to explain it. Just notice that, you know, there's thoughts and there's somebody watching the thoughts. There's feelings and something is noticing those feelings, having those feelings, experiencing those feelings. There's this question, who am I? You're in there somewhere. Who is it that's looking? Who's noticing is a better way to say it. Who's noticing? So keep your attention noticing what's happening physically. That's right. What thoughts are you noticing? Noticing who am I? And then noticing, having that question, what is noticing? Who is noticing? Who's noticing? Okay, so now we're going to use this process for those of you that want to do this as a continuous way of going. Like one thing, those of you that know me know that I'm relentless and I'm obsessed. Some people say you shouldn't be so obsessed. You should have more interests. It's not me. I'm relentless and I'm obsessed. So I've got a few things in life and that's what I'm obsessed about. And so what you can do, if you like, is to take some of your attention and all day long, notice what you notice. Your thoughts, your feelings, and keep noticing, who am I? Who is watching? This is one of those things that's in some of those books, you know, like Michael A. Singer and Eckhart Tolle and David R. Hawkins. It's in all these books. And so many people are self-help junkies and we read a lot of stuff and we're like, yeah, I love this stuff. I love reading this stuff. I love understanding this stuff. It's like, and this is quite different, right? This is like, just notice, like we maybe don't need to do so much trying to figure something out. Maybe. I like reading stuff too. Yeah, so just notice what you notice. Notice your thoughts, notice your feelings, notice who am I, and notice what's watching. Okay, now we're gonna that's what I was intending for today. And what's showing up this morning in my meditation was to do this other part that's also in our atomic portal. And so now that you've got this going on and you're noticing who's noticing, you go back to that question, who am I? And so you could even, this is a thing you can journal later, but like, yeah, who am I? As far as your work, your family, your love, your health, your spiritual life, who are you? This is stuff that you could put into words. And then the next part is, what do you believe to be true? We want to make sure what we're basing our life on is true, of course, or do you have a false belief or a false premise that you're running your life on? So you can start to examine, what do you believe to be true about yourself, about your life, about your work, about your purpose? And then the next part is, where's your proof? If you say you believe this to be true, do you have proof? And so you can start to look, because you want to base your life on stuff that's actually useful and true. So what do you believe to be true, and how do you know it's true? So for me, it's like, oh, I believe I help people heal, and that they heal, and life gets better. And how do I know? Well, I've got a lot of success stories in my own life, and a lot of us. So it's like, okay, what do you believe to be true? Where's your proof? And then what's your purpose? And so your purpose says, in your family life, in your love life, in your work, in your mission, in your health, in your spirit, what's your purpose? And I think we're going to take this to a whole nother level when I bring my friend on, if she wants to come on. What's your purpose? Of course, it could, something you could think about for a long time and keep getting deeper and deeper. What are you here for? And then the next part, really key, is, well, what are you going to do about it? If you believe this to be who you are, if you believe this to be true, if you've got proof, if you've got a purpose, then what are you going to do? And can you make a decision to do it? So one decision could be, well, I'm here to be happy. So you can make a decision, I'm going to be happy. And then when you bump into your stuff, you could do this process. Okay, where is that feeling that shows up when I'm not feeling so happy? Yeah, and where's the thoughts? Who am I? And what's watching? It's to be like a certain level of abundance in money. What's your action? How can you follow your guidance? My plan is to follow my guidance and then do it. So you can start to kind of go through this as a way to tune into this infinite source and then go do stuff. And I'm going to see if this person wants to come on with any information or tidbits or experiences of what happened, because we're getting some really cool stories from people that have seen some stuff happen in very, very cool ways. And it's just so fun, powerful, exciting, useful, because we're all here together. And when we're all popping into this group together, doing this thing, this is what we do every day, Monday through Friday, we see people's lives change. People are becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. People are making more money. People are getting their health back. People are being happier. People's love life is getting better. It's like, yet there's still stuff that people want. Like some people have this going on great, and yet they still want this. And it's like, how come that part hasn't shifted yet? And but something happened with one of our someone I've known for a long time here. It's been with me in various ways, and she's been doing some deep work, and she told me recently about how, yeah, that piece about like who's watching is very, very powerful. And it's funny, I had used it, done it, we have it in the portal, and I was kind of like not doing that part as much as I have so many people here wanting physical things in the world. And so I brought that back, and it's been very, very powerful. So I'm going to just say it, the person who, she knows who she is, she doesn't have to talk, but if you want to talk or say your experience, it would be wonderful. And if you don't, it's totally wonderful. I just wanted you to be here because your energy is incredible. And if you want to, you can unmute, and if not, it's okay. What an introduction, right? She's like, you pushed it up so much. So, but
Hi,
yeah.
Ralph.
Hey, Kate, Katerina.
Hey,
Hey.
I will try. Yeah, can you see me? I'm not sure about the light.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's just so good to see you. And you don't, thank you for being brave and turning on everything and being here with us. I know it's a very different time.
Yeah, I'm
of the,
very happy to be here, actually.
so yeah, I just turn it over to you. Anything you want to say?
I don't know what I should say. I think that we had a long talk on Monday,
Yeah,
and
maybe your experience, like you described how life is right now, and
life is actually great. I've been doing a lot of the peace process. I don't know whether it is like literally the peace process. I sent you actually today this kind of manual. Did you see it?
no, I didn't see the
Uh,
menu. I saw
email.
the
Yes,
email.
that's the whole course instructions, everything inside. It's
Okay,
translated into English, so you can see what I was actually doing for 3 weeks,
okay,
and
I'll go
then
read
for
it.
a
Yeah.
longer period of time. And yeah, I came to a very happy place where I just observe life actually from a very, very happy and calm place all days long. And I cannot believe that it's so great here. And it's not going away, and I'm not afraid anymore that it will disappear like I was always after
Wow.
different kind of matrix sessions, whatever session curses are, and I'm here like permanently, and I know it. And whatever is happening in my life, it's just I just observe it, and it somehow resolves itself by itself. But I observe everything from a very happy and yeah, calm place, and it's just great.
That's awesome. Yeah, you had the way you described it was so interesting. How you still have things that happen in life, but
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're
For
noticing
example,
is
today
totally
I
different.
have terrible headache, and I absolutely do not mind. I just it's like just observing. Yeah.
That's so cool. So, well, thank you, Kate, because it's like you it's so cool. I mean, I could talk about this for a long time, and we'll talk more and more, I know. And it's the thing that it's just so wonderful, because it's like what everybody in all these books talk about, enlightenment,
Yeah,
awakening,
it
or
is.
whatever this is. And it's just cool that you've done a lot of work for a long time and seen changes and improvements. And yet some stuff was like why doesn't this part change? And then some stuff changed, and I won't be going into the details, but it's like, wow, it was already changed, you just didn't know it. And then it's like and then it showed up as you kept noticing, and like you say, you're watching is what it seems like you're up to.
Yeah, yeah, sort of. Yeah, yeah.
Sort of, yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to say anything else, that's wonderful. And then I'm going to work with a few people one-on-one, and
Okay, sure.
I would love your input whenever you feel like unmuting and saying, well, what about this or what about that? So just feel free to chime in, and I'm just really glad you're here.
Okay, okay, me too. I'm very
Yeah.
happy.
Okay, awesome, you
Thank
guys.
you.
This is great. Good,
Yeah.
huh? Good stuff. So let me turn off all these recordings. So this is a separate thing. Let's see, stop recording there. The big one is still recording for